touchdown, 3 joints on the board. I've been set as a creative, you can never claim your board. Hold up quick, recover.
Good evening, Fredonia. You're listening to the local lowdown on WCBF 88.9 The Voice, and WDVL 89.5 The Inferno. I am your co-host, Mel, executive producer and promotions lead.
Hello, what is up? I am Jordan. I'm your other co-host. I am also the A&R lead.
Heyo, it's me, Alex, in the booth once again. Very sleepy, but also making sure the audio levels are looking good today.
Nice.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Fredonia Radio Systems in a group effort to promote and showcase the local music scene here in Fredonia, but also Western New York at large. Welcome to the Local Lowdown.
On this episode, our guests for the week are C4W2. Hi, guys. Hello.
Hey,
Hello. Alrighty, so why don't we start off by introducing yourself and any backstory on your journey with music.
I'll go first. I'm Chango4. That's what I go by as an individual artist. And my background is production, like musical production, visual art, photography, just everything really. I like to get my hands dirty. I'm from Buffalo, New York, and I've just been doing this for a while now, and I'm really influenced by like deep emotions.
I love that.
I'm Way Too Wavy Baby, or Wavy for short. I'm from Buffalo as well. I've been making music probably since I was like 16. I don't know. It's been a while. I make solo music. I also make music with my creative partner here, Chango4. And yeah, we do some fun stuff.
Well, how did you guys meet? How did this kind of come about?
Well, I can tell the story. So there's this producer from Buffalo named Schwevs. Shout out Schwevs. They were on Twitter one day and they were like, I got this beat. Who wants to get on it? And Wavy and I both answered. So the fair thing...
We didn't know each other.
Yeah, we didn't know each other at this
Okay,
time.
okay.
So the fair thing that Schwevs did was said she basically like forced us to collaborate, which was like super dope. She was like, well, you guys both get on it and do
That's,
something. We were
that's
like,
a really interesting
okay, cool.
story.
So yeah,
So we went to the boys' studio, CBSM, and it was my first time meeting them as well. I think you worked with them a couple times, but first time meeting them, we made the song Actions, which is on Schwev's tape, and then we just kept linking, kept making music.
Yeah.
Wow. That is probably one of the more interesting backstories.
Definitely.
I did not expect that. Okay.
Well, after making multiple collaborations together, mainly on your guys' project Planet 9, that came out under both of your names, but now you guys are going by C4W2.
Correct.
Can you guys tell us a little bit about how that name came to be and the decision to be a group now?
So I believe it was last year where we worked with UB Arts Collaboratory, and we had a residency at the Space Between, which was downtown on Ellicott Street next to Fitz Books.
Okay.
Great little studio spot, beautiful place. And we were there for like a month, I think. And the project there was called C4W2 because it was an amalgamation of both of our powers combined, trying to see what we can do together.
Yeah.
So we wanted a name that could represent the both of us.
we wanted something simple because I felt like Chango4 and Way Too Wavy Baby was just
It's a
long.
mouthful.
It was a mouthful,
Yeah.
for
Right.
people to have to look up, and we just wanted something more straightforward.
Yeah, in a way, I feel like it kind of promotes your guys' solo material too. Because once I read it, I was like, I know where that comes from. So,
It makes sense.
yeah,
Huh. But considering that you guys are both artists as individuals and you guys work on a project together, is that a new focus that you guys are headed towards? Is making more solo music in the future something you guys want more do you guys want to find a balance? What's the story there?
Yeah, I think that on the way here, actually, I was thinking about that. I think about that quite a lot because I'm always thinking about like my own personal art and like my work and just how to continue to dig at it and continue to like find myself more through it. And ever since I've started this collaboration with Wavy, that collaboration in itself has been something very rewarding to me. But I feel like this whole time we've just been like in it with each other, and I think that we've both found time and space to work on our individual crafts and our like solo music and stuff. And I think that pretty soon we're gonna be like pretty ready to like release our solo stuff. But also it comes and goes, like it ebbs and flows. Like
Waves.
yeah, it's
Ah.
like are we gonna work on our own stuff? Are we gonna work together? It's however we're feeling in the moment, I think.
Yeah. Interesting.
But definitely a balance is what I think we're striving for.
Yeah. I mean, it also seems like you guys are both like in a similar place about where you guys want to do, you know, your solo music and working on stuff together. So like, again, it doesn't really have to be planned. So you guys are both on like the same page. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
okay, we're going to do some stuff
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of something you did do together, Planet 9 came out in 2020. It's great. I find it to be a very exciting and cohesive listen. So thank you guys for that.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about the making of this project?
I'll start off.
Yeah.
Okay, so after we made that track with Schwebs, we decided that we wanted to keep working together. And I remember one of our like second session together then, we made See Me Drifting, which I think is the second or third track on Planet 9. And I got there a little late. You had already like laid the chorus down, and I walked in and I was just kind of like blown away, just like I'm like just with the work that you did, and I'm like, wow, I really got to bring it. Like it's time to go hard, and that progressed over like a series of a couple months, I think.
Yeah.
How long it took.
The Planet 9 sessions over a span of 6 months, maybe.
Yeah.
4 to 6 months, I think. And then the rest of the year, that year was spent on like how to like promote it, how to like roll out. We were just focusing on rollout. And I
Yeah.
think that year was when we actually dropped it
Yeah. June.
in June or July.
July,
July
yes,
3rd,
July.
on my birthday.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
So that's when we dropped it. But yeah, like the whole See Me Drifting, actually going back to that, that was when I was having sessions with CBSM, College Boy, and Scream Maker, who is known as 90 Degrees now. He changed his name. But I was sessioning with them because I was just getting back into the studio vibe, and at that time we had just recorded, like you said.
We caught a vibe.
Yeah.
We liked working together on actions, and we were like, let's just keep going.
Yeah,
and
I wanted-
That's kind of how Planet 9 was like birthed.
It felt like something really like magical had sparked. So we felt like we needed to go in it, walk inside of it.
Had to go inside Planet 9.
We
Yeah,
had to plug our nose and dive.
yeah.
It's pretty.
Well, speaking of the title, I only noticed recently that it's mentioned on a particular song. I believe it is called Portal Glitch. That discusses the project's title. And then I was like, Planet 9, I didn't really think about that. Yeah, there's 8 planets in the solar system. What can you tell us about this concept of a 9th planet?
Well, I think
Well,
reflective of the times in which we were
Yeah,
making it, it
yeah.
was a very escapist attempt.
yeah.
I think
100%.
we were trying to get away from reality because it was just too much at the time. It was like when
I know everybody uses it as an excuse, but like COVID,
When
you
COVID
know?
started,
Like, it's just like it
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
like
okay.
we just wanted to be somewhere where we didn't have to worry about that kind of. We just wanted to like take
Focus.
it to a whole new place
Yeah.
and create, see what we could find and explore and create there.
yeah, and like obviously we were locked in with who we were locked in with for that 2-year span or year whatever span when we were in deep lockdown. So like we chose CBSM to be in lockdown with.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow.
Because they were like
Yeah.
our producers and we were just like meeting with each other all the time. It just made sense to like just start it,
Work.
it, finish it, and like have something that was completed. Because I personally never had anything like that I worked at like that. You know, like project wise, it was
Yeah.
just a very complete and thorough like process.
That's really interesting. I think you can use it almost like as an excuse, but it's almost vital into every artist that we've had on here and just artists in general with the music that they created at that time. It could be the situation itself. It could kind of be, being in your own head and maybe coming up with other concepts of whatnot, or either it being, unleashing other type of creativity that you might have not had before. But like based on the other artists that we've had, it's always like a common theme of like this crazy idea that I've never had before kind of birthed from like, that whole like 2-3 years, whatever, of I call it the pandoodle. Okay. This goes, this goes on YouTube, so I'm trying to be nice about it. But I think it's almost like important to kind of even talking about like a time period like that, because so much stuff happens whether like people want it to or not. So realizing how you guys took the artistic road to that is really interesting. But also something that's really interesting, we have a really cool A&R team who picks and chooses these questions, and I'd like to say we keep it very Nardwuar-esque. Very.
Oh gosh, I'm a little nervous now.
No. It's not even. I don't have like that deep of a question. But I was shouting out the A&R team who do a really good job with the questions. Someone on the team, Ava, interpreted the idea of Planet 9 as nirvana of pure happiness and success for them, as they're leaving any of the haters or bad energy behind them on the earth. Is that right?
Oh my gosh, that's like a beautiful description. I love that.
I love hearing how someone else puts basically the same thing but in different words, like the same vibe in different words.
Yeah, it's how we were feeling, literally.
Yeah, honestly, coming off the conversation we just had and reading that, they're like very intertwined. But Ava kind of hit it on the nail. That's pretty good.
Shout out Ava.
So over the years, you guys also dropped several music videos that you guys mentioned, both on your own and as a duo. So what, in terms of the visuals, when it comes to music videos, where does the inspiration stem from? This is a loaded question, I understand. So you guys go with it.
Definitely depends on the song,
Yeah.
but overall, just like, I mean, like inspiration for the FWLO video came from working with JGV, Garrett, and Caitlin, and they really like helped us direct that a lot. But like on projects that were more acting as a director, it's just kind of like it's like a combination of the visions that we both have in our heads and like certain pieces from each one.
And like how to draw those out into more cinematic pieces that make sense, that look good. I personally like music videos. I love film. I'm like inspired deeply by film. I feel like my music is too. So like music videos are kind of low-key important to me.
Very important.
And
to
how
me.
we approach them, how we create them, who we work with, who we collaborate on them with, I
Right.
think.
Right.
It's like super important.
Definitely love working with other artists. though,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just like, because,
Especially for music videos.
yeah, they have a whole
especially.
different vision and they see a different thing when they listen to the song. So it's nice to get that way.
I just came up with another question, if you don't mind me asking. Because in general, like based on the conversations we've had, and because you guys work as individuals and create your own solo music, and I've seen like other bands and artists do same thing when we're working with other artists as well. It's like, they want their vision to be shown, but sometimes like it can be hard to collaborate with someone else, especially if it's like a song. There's only so much of your art that you can put in that, and you have to share it with. And you guys seem to be very on the same page. Like your art, my art. We put in one art, and I don't know why. It's very like, what's the word? Comforting. And I'm not sure. Like I've seen other artists kind of be very on the same page for like everything. And is that usually how it goes? Do you guys ever disagree?
Oh,
We
like
do.
all the time.
Well, we do.
But like,
Wrong.
but it's like, it depends. Like some things like we're so set on and we both have
both
the
so
same exact
hard-headed.
thing. But then again, we're both so stubborn and hard-headed. So like if we're not seeing eye to eye, we're really not seeing eye to eye.
Okay.
But then like when we are, everything's
Crystal clear,
smooth and,
yeah.
yeah.
Ah,
But yeah.
Huh.
It just so happens, yeah. It's so good.
Another question on the music video for we'll call it Fight with the Lights On.
Cool.
We'll call it that for now. Where did the turtle come from?
Oh my gosh. Somebody brought the turtle on set. I wish I remembered their name. They were cool though. They were helping out with like
Lighting and set
production
design,
stuff.
yeah.
And they brought a turtle on
brought their
set.
turtle.
And Garrett, the director, like
He's like, we gotta get the turtle in
He
the video.
emphasized he
We gotta
needed
do
it. Like he needed it. He was like, we need
We
this
need
turtle.
the turtle, and we were like,
we were like, okay,
totally
put the
down.
turtle in the, in the music video. We're not gonna fight that. So that's how the
Solid.
turtle ended up in the
Yeah.
music video.
Well, it had a less deeper meaning than I thought, but
Yeah.
just as
What
important.
did you think?
That's creative license.
I don't know. I thought that I think too deeply about way too many things. So I was like, this turtle symbolizes Earth. I don't even know.
It could be.
no, but we
Gaia.
do like we do stuff like that as
Yeah.
well,
We're deep.
where we
We're
like
esoteric.
there is definitely some Easter eggs
Yeah.
throughout our things, such as the Hello Kitty TV that you see in a lot of our stuff. It's my childhood TV. It's always at group chat. It's always in our videos for whatever. But
Yeah.
that's a little Easter egg of ours.
Nice.
We'll definitely keep a look at
Yeah.
that. I didn't
Did you
even
bring
notice.
it?
No, not
It's like
this
a
time.
CRT TV. It's a little heavy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So your submission for NPR Tiny Desk features your new song "Ethics." Why would the song that you guys chose? Why did you guys choose to perform that one?
We have a lot of unreleased music
Mm-hmm.
that we haven't, and we've been sitting on some of these songs for like 3-4 years now.
Oh wow.
Well, yeah, almost.
Ethics is 2 years old.
Yeah. So we like any chance we can get to release a song,
Mm-hmm.
we'll take it. So we didn't. Obviously, the rules for the submission was the song can't be released anywhere else. It has to be like
Oh,
an
okay.
original.
That's really
I,
cool,
I think
actually.
was one of the rules. It has to
Okay.
be like a song that wasn't released for anything else. You could,
Mm-hmm.
So we chose one of our unreleased songs, and Ethics was just
I think we picked that one just because of like the
energy of it. too.
energy, like how it's very upbeat and like it's catchy. Like you guys just we were performing it and you guys were like getting
Yeah.
it stuck in your head.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
we definitely took advantage of
Fun
that
song to
aspect,
perform.
Yeah.
We love
Right.
performing it, so it made sense to use it because I felt like
Very confident in that song.
yeah, exactly. We
So-
needed something like that that could help carry the video. It's a
Interesting.
competition.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. I really like how this question's made, so I'll say exactly how it is. You seem to have a very curated and cohesive style across your fashion sense, art, and music videos, along with photography. How does this play into your music? Fashion.
This is
Yeah,
a,
let's
this
start
is
with
style
fashion.
and aesthetic.
Let's
yeah.
go.
I like colors a lot, like good colors and bright colors, and I feel like everything that we kind of do artistic wise outside of music is there to elevate our music. Like it's not necessarily why we do everything, but all of it supports each
Right.
other. It's like a intertwined system, and I don't know. I just try to dress like myself, things that I want to wear, and just try and be authentic to who I
Yeah.
am, and just share that throughout all of the art, all of the music, all of the visuals and stuff like that.
yeah. I like to dress comfy and kooky sometimes. So I
We
really
got some style.
Yeah, I do personally enjoy when Wavy and I both actually coordinate our outfits, depending on like the performances. We've done that in the past, and we've collaborated
Get
with.
so mad at me when I ask you to do that.
I know, but it's like it's cool when it happens, like, and we look good, and everybody's like, "Oh my god!" It's just cool. We got to do it more, I guess. But yeah, we've worked with like we've collaborated with designers before in the past, and I think that just comes with us, our desire to collaborate with other types of mediums and other artists. You know that.
OG
you know, just-
Luxury is a great brand that we've worked with our friend Brooke. She dressed us for our performance at Art Park with Torn Space, and we looked
That was awesome.
to the nines that time.
But
yeah.
you know that makes sense because obviously, if you are going out of your way to perform and show your art, you want to make sure that everything kind
Exactly.
of represents that.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you? Oh wow.
You want to touch every sense.
Yes. I'm a
Yes.
very tactile person, so like it's going to an art like museum, and I just want to like I
Interact
won't do
with
it.
things.
I won't do it, Alex. But you know what I mean.
When working with Brooke on that, did she kind of present the outfits to you already? Like the black and white ones, right?
Yeah.
Or was it like, I have these and you guys
No.
chose it?
No.
It was more so kind of like she's gonna figure out something to wear for like
Oh, okay.
a fit for us. Like
Yeah.
she was like kind of fully in charge.
Interesting.
Type of thing,
Mhm.
which was cool.
Did you guys
Nice.
like give her any inspiration, being like, no jeans?
Yes.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I kind
little
of told her
bit.
what I liked. She kind of is good at sensing like our style.
You would say like, oh, I want pants.
I want
in
pants,
this
no
look or
no
something.
skirts.
Me,
Don't
I'm
put me in a
like,
skirt.
whatever you want to put me in.
Nice. Okay.
Gotcha. And how did you meet her?
I don't remember how. She's my roommate now.
Oh, wow.
but,
Yeah.
don't remember how
Just
I
in the
met.
scene, really. Like
Yeah.
Buffalo's kind of a tiny place, so like all the events that one could frequent, we all frequent, and so like we all after
Run
a-
into each other.
yeah, we all tend
Yeah,
to just meet
definitely.
and hang out and learn, do stuff together. So
Right.
Buffalo's
Is that
small.
something that you guys think you want to coordinate more, like when you guys do performances? Is
Fits? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we
I'd
should.
love to. I feel like we should be doing it every time.
We should. We should. We should. I'm the one that's like, I don't allow it to happen.
Because I pick my outfits like the night before or like a couple days before, and you
Yeah.
just get up and throw something on.
I know.
So I'm like,
Exposed.
Yeah,
you gotta help. Like you gotta do it like the night before.
I
with
will.
me.
I will.
you gotta help me out?
Yeah.
That makes sense though.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned having the exhibit at UB Center. What can you tell us about your involvement and just your journey with visual arts in general? Does that play into some of the stuff you do in this group?
Yeah.
Definitely with Beacon School too.
For sure.
But go ahead.
I like to look at C4W2 as its own, like the fact that we went from Django 4 and Way Too Wavy Baby collaboratively making music, and then went to C4W2. It was an attempt at trying to unify our visual art that we were making during our residency and our music, because one does feed into the other. It's like we're both very visual people, also very tactile. We like to work with our hands. We like to make stuff.
Yeah.
And then that's where the painting and stuff and fabrication and sculpting comes into play, and that's where my production comes into play. My desire to like make music in a certain way, and like our performances too. I feel like C4W2 performances can elevate in a way where it's not just, oh, you're watching two rapper singers, perform on stage, but
Yeah.
you're watching some other stuff. Like this is something else that's happening. So
Right.
I really like. I think that's where that comes from.
Yeah. Gotcha. On that same tip, I suppose, in the world of C4W2, you also release the
universe.
planet, I suppose.
Yeah.
You release your music videos on a channel called This Website Is Hacked.
Yes.
What is the idea behind that title?
It's
Or is it something more secretive?
it's a little confidential, but it's also just like a work in progress.
Okay.
It's coming together, but it'll be a place where you can find like a wide variety of art and artists and cool things and good
Okay.
stuff.
Okay.
Artwork and others in the future, hopefully too.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Solid.
We like to separate ourselves. We like to continue to separate ourselves from like our identities, like as a larger than life, a bigger than us kind of thing. That's why I like just making it all like a huge labyrinth of entertainment, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I had fun. Well, I think we're about ready to transition to the performance. Take it away, guys.
Cool.
Hi. This is gonna be Nightmare from Planet 9.
I only see you in my nightmares. Only see you when I don't care. It's like you know and you don't fight fair. You know it's still you're right there. Why are you right there? See you in my nightmares. Only see you when I don't care. It's like you know and you don't fight fair. You know it's still like just a week ago. We were speaking though. Why are you freaking out? Why are you tweaking now? Like just a week ago. You say you didn't know. Love was never shown. Let you real low. Like just a week ago. Ended it. Like just a week ago. Sent it. Like just a week ago. Like just a week ago. I swear I didn't know. I don't regret it though. See you in my nightmares. Only see you when I don't care. It's like you know when you don't fight fair. You know I see you right there. Why are you right? Only see you in my nightmares. Only see you when I don't care. It's like you know when you don't fight fair. You know I see you right there. Why are you right there? I did the only thing that mattered. Matter of fact, I staked my claim. Won't stick up for you or you, cause you would never do the same. Everyone got their own battles, not the type to share the blame. I step out the ring and shatter. Some would slam, some would dress, tables, chairs, and them ladders. Mom and dad would never marry me. I'ma die a bastard, bury me. Vintage strip, color same, alabaster. You won't touch my fly ever. Can't compare me to these rappers. A ringleader of disaster with more sauce than ketchup. I implore that you catch up. The more diamonds that you put in it, the heavier the crown feels. My consciousness a dark place. I still get bright ideas. Rock the boat like I'm a Leo. I want my money long. I only see you in my nightmares. Only see you when I don't care. It's like you know when you don't fight fair. You know it's still you're right there. Why are you right there? See you in my nightmares. Only see you when I don't care. It's like you know when you don't fight fair. You know it's still you're right there. Why are you right there?
Woo!
Thank you. So the next song is gonna be we dropped a video for this recently, actually, FWLO. I'm not gonna say what the acronym stands for, but you guys can get the
We're not
picture.
allowed.
Yeah, we're not allowed. Just know
Okay.
we don't condone violence, really.
Rip that.
Oh.
Well, all right.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
I gotta pretend there's a baby in the room.
I never fight with the lights on. Stars in the sky shining bright though. Hold me close and don't you let go of all the what do I know. I never fight with the lights on. Stars in the sky shining bright though. Hold me close and don't you let go of all the what do I know. I'm driving slow, I'm creeping in, I'm scraping edges. I hate her voices, all that talk turned up aggression. I thank the universe for giving me my blessings. Never had to scrape a brick, but I still paid attention. Counting racks off the beans like I worked at Wegmans. Now I'm in the mood to mix McQueen with some De La Renta. I'll upgrade your girl and leave her just as a lesson. And you know where I'm headed, cause I'm always destined. I never fight with the lights on. Stars in the sky shining bright though. Hold me close and don't you let go of all the what do I know. I never fight with the lights on. Stars in the sky shining bright though. Hold me close and don't you let go of all the what do I know. Oh, what do I know? I break hearts and I buy clothes. What I put in come back tenfold. Got a new bag just to hold my bankroll. Monochrome fit, silk rocket two-tone. About to take a trip to a different time zone. Handling my business, I'm an artist till I die. Oh, better mind your own, or you're gonna get your mind blown. Talking at me, like you know me. You think you all that, but you a phony. Yeah, talking at me, like you know me. You think you all that, but you a phony. I never fight with the lights on. Stars in the sky shining bright though. Hold me close and don't you let go of all the what do I know. I never fight with the lights on. Stars in the sky shining bright though. Hold me close and don't you let go of all the what do I know? Talking at me, like you know me. Yeah. You think you all that, but you're phony.
Yeah. Fun. So the next song, we just also dropped a video for like this competition. For
Tiny
this,
Desk submission.
Yeah, I don't know if we're allowed to, but yeah, Tiny Desk, and I don't know. But yeah, we just dropped a video for that too, so you can find it on YouTube. It's called Ethics.
One of my favorites.
Cali Pack, touchdown, 3 joints on the board. I've been said as a creative, you can never claim your board. Hold up quick, red carpet fit, you wanna see a little more. One door closed, another open, yeah, I heard that one before. I know already, yeah, I know already. We've been rolling heady, I know already, yeah, I know already. Yeah, I know already, I've been rolling heady. Yeah, I know already, yeah, I know already. Yeah, I know already, I've been rolling heady. Yeah, I know already, yeah, I know already. I know already, I've been rolling heady. Yeah, I know already, yeah. Work ethic, amazing. I know I'm bound to get it, but I gotta be patient. Serving, 'cause man, I'm serving patience. Take this number, girl, you waiting. I smoke gas, you find in a spaceship. Rendezvous with your girl on some late-ish. I had it talking, but I don't react to fake. You too busy chasing clout, I'm too busy making paper, making paper, making paper. You too busy chasing clout, well I'm too busy making paper. See you later, yeah. Making paper, making paper. You too busy chasing clout, well I'm too busy making paper. See you later, yeah. I know already, I know already. You too busy chasing clout, well I'm too busy making paper. See you later, yeah. I know already, making paper, making paper. You too busy chasing clout, I'm too busy making paper. See you later, yeah. I know already, I know already. I've been rolling heady. I know already, I know already. I know already. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Making paper, making paper, making paper. You too busy chasing clout when I'm too busy making paper. See you later, making paper, making paper, making paper. You too busy chasing clout when I'm too busy making paper. See you later, making paper, making paper. You too busy chasing clout when I'm too busy making paper. See you later, making paper, making paper. You too busy chasing clout when I'm too busy making paper. I know already, I know already. I've been rolling heady. Yeah, I know already, I know already. Yeah, I know already. I've been rolling heady. Yeah, I know already. Yeah.
That was cool.
Well, thank you so much for that
Thank you,
performance,
thank
guys.
you.
That was really awesome. Once again, a lot of energy. I feel like everyone's bringing the energy this year. You guys were bouncing around.
Yes.
It was good.
We
We're
always
next.
have fun when we're
Yeah.
performing.
We're next, Jordan. We gotta be on this side.
When the
to
tables
perform
turn,
on.
yeah.
Heck yeah.
Well, in particular, Ethics. You guys just dropped it. We've talked about it a little bit. I find that the song has a really nice build-up, and we've mentioned how it's really catchy and has a lot of energy. Was it always like that from the beginning, or?
I'd say
Yeah.
that song didn't change very much from when we
Uh-uh.
recorded it.
No.
We just wanted to do something like that you could dance to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we recorded it like after Wavy and I had gone to LA and worked with like a couple of producers out there, and we just came back with this like renewed, insane energy, and hit up CBSM for a session and like made a couple tracks. Couple didn't hit, but that one really stuck as like something that we kept listening to for like 2 years and
So we
like
knew.
performing and
That
stuff.
was it,
Like
yeah.
it just felt good. It was a good song, and it was I remember the session. It was like, it was like how it was, and then I had asked that build up that you're talking about, the drop, like the dance drop with the house type vibe drums. That wasn't there. That was something that I asked Eddie, a college boy, to put in because it was like building up how it was, and then I was like, we need something that's gonna like be a drop into like a dance, and so like I helped him with the drum pattern for that part, and that was that, and like I really enjoy working with them because I get to do that. I get to co-produce. I get to like tell them something, and they're not in their feelings about it. They're just like,
No,
yeah,
they're
that's
really cool.
great. Yeah,
So, like they have their own ideas, and they also like listen to ours very much so. And I remember during that session, when we were putting that lower layer under your verse, and we were trying to figure out where to stop it, and I was like, right before Bright Ideas, because it gets like brighter the voice. That was a great session.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, it's fun.
Who
song.
laid down the first verse on it? Like, who kind of contributed to it
I
first
think it was me
vocally?
because I'm first.
Yeah.
We do a lot of the time. I feel like whoever is like first on the song is the first to lay it down.
Gotcha.
I think I was first on that one with the chorus.
Yeah, it depends.
I see. Well, each month you guys host an event called the Group Chat. It happens at Hot Mama's Canteen. Make it out to one if you can.
Yes. Every third Friday.
Every third Friday. How did that start?
So my uncle actually does shows. He does a 80s DJ night at Hot Mama's Canteen. And he mentioned to me that Valerie, the owner of Hot Mama's, was looking for more people to come in, perform, do shows. And I brought her my idea of how I wanted to do a mixed bill show where like it's not, there's going to be all genres. There's going to be all different kinds of people. It's not just going to be like a hip hop show every week or something like that. And no shade on hip hop shows, but like I know venues aren't always too happy with that. So I wanted to make sure like we're going to have like a wide range. There's going to be hip hop, but there's also going to be a 5-piece jazz band or like acoustic. But so it was really great. We tested it out May 2022 and just kept the ball rolling. There's been a couple times where we were going to put a pause, but we're still going strong 10
Yeah,
months
our
in.
1 year anniversary is in May.
Congrats. That's so
Wow.
awesome.
That's a lot of work to
Most
put
consistent
Yeah.
thing in my life right now.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing is for me. But
Chango really helps out a lot with sound at group chat.
Okay.
And I do a lot of the visual stuff.
Okay.
So you're really good at like the
Interesting.
tech and sound and making sure everybody sounds good, and I try to make sure that everybody looks good.
along with that, I think like might beg the question, as I mentioned before, I think it sounds like you guys are very cohesive, and it's one thing to work together as like a group, but you guys are working on a whole separate project that isn't, it's music related, but at the end of the day is more like business. You want to make sure that all the artists come in, they feel good, they're about to perform, nothing goes wrong. Like, has there ever been like an instance where you're at least like a hurdle in between? Because it can be hard. Like at the end of the day, you're event managing for like a venue too, and it's very hectic. And even when we do it like on a smaller scale, we have had a concert before, but when we do on a smaller scale, like from week to week, like having artists on one bill can be very hard.
It's hectic.
Oh, yeah.
It's not easy.
I'd say the worst thing that happens is like people dropping out like right before, and like with the events where we were like verging on a snowstorm, I totally get it, it's not a problem, but like just on like a random, you drop out like 2 days before, I'm like scrambling to find another act.
Yeah.
That's the only, I mean, half the time that happens though, we're just like, okay, we'll do a
We
set.
go with the flow.
So
Let's go.
Yeah.
it's nice that
It
we're
works
artists
out that way,
and that
yeah.
we can just like throw ourselves up there real quick.
Wow. Is there any like goals that you guys have in the future for the group chat?
Yeah, for it to just be an example for other people to do their thing and do more events like this, mixed bill
Yeah.
events to help unify like the different scenes. Because one thing, I think one of the reasons why Wavy saw the need for a thing like group chat and the vibe that it brings is because in Buffalo, a lot of the different music scenes they're all isolated.
Yeah.
So you got the hardcore scene over there, you got the hip hop rap scene over here, you got
blend.
the DJ scene over here. That's
Yeah.
all separate, and nobody's really doing mixed bill stuff. So
Right.
Yeah. I want people to hear new things. I want them to come open minded and hear new artists and
I like that.
yeah.
Absolutely.
it's been
I
really
love
fun.
that.
So
Yeah.
Do you have any favorite memories or maybe even a favorite show in particular? I'm sure you probably hold them all kind of close to
definitely
your
have.
heart, but
August show, we had Little K come and do a performance artist set. It was called Love is Blind. And her and this girl, Brianna, they acted out a half-hour episode of Love is Blind on the stage. They were running around the whole bar. They were getting people involved. And
wow.
it was super good.
everybody around there was so, like, engaged. And it wasn't like a normal, where you see a couple people on their phone,
Yeah.
a couple of people are having a conversation. Everybody in the room was
They were like,
100%
what is
engaged,
going on?
trying to figure out what was going on.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the top performances in my book, just because it was our only performance art act, too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was
Wow.
really cool to invite not just music
Right.
on
Right.
board. To
Which
Group
we're
Chat.
open to, just in case anybody's wondering. We're totally open
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
that kind of stuff too. So
Like you recently worked with Silas, right?
yeah,
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
We've worked with
Oh
them
my
too.
gosh.
nice.
They're awesome.
He's like an angel sent from heaven, I swear. Because I was sitting at January group chat, looking at the stage, and I'm like, it's been like this for a while, like this kind of vibe. Like before in the beginning, it was changing rapidly because I would continually add things like over and over. And I was thinking about wanting to do more interactive live feed stuff, and he hit me up like the day after, like, I want to work, I want to do some stuff, let's do a TV wall. And I was like, you read my mind. That's so weird, but yes, come.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it
We
was really
have
cool.
worked with stylists before. We never really mentioned, do we? We had our own mini concert. We had our own concert last
Yeah,
November.
it was more than many.
Yeah, we
I'd
had
say it was.
a nice turnout at Main Street, but they made some visuals. I don't know how to describe it. It just was like everything my ADHD mind could want in like a background, because I'm like, everything's going on, but like I love it.
Nice.
But it went really well. And funny enough, we also had a very mixed bill.
Cool.
Because I think that's well, it kind of started off as like us three couldn't decide on a bill, and it ended up being like, all right, let's just choose one. And it happened to be that all of these were kind of different, but it worked out. But it's also interesting how you guys are following the same path and like making your twist to it. And it's really nice to see like other people wanting to make sure that like different scenes are heard and
Yeah.
whatnot.
absolutely.
That's a big goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to change the way that people do shows too, because people tend to do things the way that they've seen them because that's how they know. So I'm just trying to introduce something different. Like, no, you won't get a lineup before the show. Just come and see who's on,
yeah,
on the
right.
bill. And
Yeah, that's
I
no,
forgot to ask
the
that.
performance, the artists won't know what time they're going on. I'll come and find you because I don't want everybody just like dipping out right after their set.
That
I
is
want people
true.
to stick
That's
around.
very important. Yeah.
Check out the other artists.
Live music etiquette.
I love that. It's like it's like a not a spice. It's like a spark. It's a.
I
You don't know what
if
you're
I'm picking this one
expecting.
up.
No, I'm looking at you like you're gonna read my mind, and you're
No,
not.
I'm not
None
there.
of y'all read
The
my
morals,
mind.
maybe?
No, it's
The
like
values? The
something-
ethics?
it's something different. It's unexpected. Unexpected.
Nice.
Okay.
You wouldn't have
Expect
gotten
the
it.
unexpected.
Yeah. Okay.
Expect the unexpected at group chat. And it'll be spicy.
Spicy. I said
Spice.
spicy. Anyway, I think it's time to
It's time.
invite
Release
a
him.
friend.
Release him.
Elise, come here.
Well, I've been released from my cage. Last time, I think I was thrown into the volcano, if I remember correctly. I think you guys threw me into the volcano.
Must have been hot.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Spicy.
Well, and many people know me by my official title as technical director, but my friends here have given me a secondary title. the merch gremlin of the group, the one that collects all the band merch. I search high and low. I dig in the gold mines, looking for the best pieces of band merch out there. And let me tell you, I was looking, I was searching, and I was very happy to see that there are some Planet 9 cassettes that had been produced, and some Planet 9 CDs, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
I gotta ask, right? Because I'm seeing, right, that the cassettes you had to DM for, right? You had to
Yes.
DM your Instagram for. The CDs though, how can I get my hands on a CD?
We got a couple left.
We should have brought some.
Yeah, we
honestly.
definitely. I'm so
I was
sorry.
not
We really
thinking.
should have brought some. I'm gonna mail you guys.
Yeah, we're gonna mail
a
some.
couple.
Give us the email or the address after.
I don't know if we have any cassettes left.
We don't.
I
We
think
don't.
I think those are out. But we should.
They were
we
all
should
sold
do. Those had the bonus tracks on them too.
Those did. Yeah, they were
bonus
unreleased bonus tracks.
Well, not one of them
man.
is released because ethics.
Made
was
him
on
so angry.
But still got some
CDs are good.
CDs.
There's so many
We'll send you
pretty
guys.
colors.
Yeah,
for
the tapes
cassette.
look dope. The tapes
Yeah.
look so cool.
Oh.
Maybe we might have one in the cut for a little giveaway on our Instagram in the future.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I will enter for you, Alex.
Oh,
I'll try.
Well, even though the cassettes may be sold out, which my little merch gremlin heart aches for, very happy to hear that there are still some CDs. Are those going to be strictly at shows and DMs, or are you guys going to put those on your Bandcamp?
We should
anytime
put them
soon?
on Bandcamp.
We should,
honestly.
but don't they take a cut? So I mean,
Not on
If you,
Fridays.
but if you
Not
DM,
on
we can
Fridays.
ship too. Like we have no problem shipping. or
Yeah.
anything. We sent some to Mexico.
DM to ship.
City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sent a
Some
couple
dudes in
CDs
Mexico
out there.
City were like, "We love you." We're like, "Okay, cool." And we sent them 2 CDs.
Nice.
That was
That's
fun.
crazy.
Well, besides the CDs and the cassettes, is there any more merch in the pipeline? You know,
Coming
stickers?
soon.
Coming
Coming
soon.
very
Yeah,
soon.
we're working on
Stickers are on the way.
Stickers for sure. We're working on designs for that.
I also there's
clothes.
always clothes. Love clothes. There's some
Like
group chat
one-on-ones.
shirts too.
Ooh.
You can get those at group chat, and sometimes I post them on my story if we have some leftovers. For sale.
We also sell like paintings and
Yeah, other visual arts.
drawings and stuff.
See? You maybe can get a painting of a
A
cassette.
painting.
Yeah, actually, we could do that. We could do
A
that.
painting of a.
We'll make that happen.
We'll paint a gremlin holding the cassette.
Oh,
go.
that'd be great. All right, Merch Grellman has been sated. Back to my
right, goodbye.
prison I go.
That's good.
Back to the dungeon.
Back
Yeah.
to the dungeon.
Listen, I'm A-okay with the CDs. That's like what I collect.
I've,
I collect all of them. I would like to make that a
Okay, you go away. You go away.
I've got the cassettes, I got the CDs, records. I'm working on 8-track.
Nice.
yes.
Okay, back to the dungeon I go.
While we're on the topic of Bandcamp, I noticed that for Planet 9 on Bandcamp, there was an alternate cover. Was that used on the physical CDs at all? Or
No, we
no?
actually had a completely different cover
Oh,
for
okay.
the
For the CDs.
physical copies.
Yeah. Which we worked
Interesting.
with our friend Flowers, who is also a rapper, producer, visual
Visual
artist,
artist.
too.
Stop motion animator.
Super dope dude.
Wow.
Man, you guys have cool
Flowers.
friends.
Wow.
So many friends
My
that
friend,
do
the Merch
things. Interesting.
But yeah, we had the first one was the
Bandcamp
one on
one.
Bandcamp was a photo that
Jacob
Jacob
Vogan
Vogan
took.
shot of us.
Mm.
And
For the UB Arts collaboratory,
Yeah.
which was really cool.
And then overlaid over that was the painting that we made that was the cover.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the next one, the one that for all platforms, was made by
Oh wow. Oh yeah. So we have an alternate that's on all platforms digitally, and that was made by
you and me and
oh my
What is their name?
gosh, I don't remember right now. Honestly.
Awkward.
No, it was
Shout
like
out to them.
yeah. Shout out to them, like
something
Adrian. Adrian.
Adrian.
It's just Adrian.
Okay.
Huh.
But yeah,
I didn't even know that.
a couple different covers.
See, there's your Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. How about, well, we talked about upcoming potential merch that you guys might have. Is there any upcoming shows, any upcoming projects that you guys have in the horizons for us?
For sure.
That you guys can tell us at least?
As far as shows, I am DJing this event on Saturday in Buffalo. I'm not going to say the venue name.
Well, you should say the date.
It's this Saturday.
Yeah, but
this
isn't gonna be. This isn't live.
All of those that have their
wow.
time machines.
my
get
bad.
to
You know
the
what?
gig.
My bad.
You know what? Yeah, ignore all that then.
Future shows.
Future shows, we don't have anything booked,
Group
so book
chat
us.
every third
Yeah.
Friday. We're open for booking and availability.
Yeah.
Whenever you need, we'll come anywhere.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh.
As far as projects, though,
I've been
wavy.
working on a lot of solo music. I have a lot of demos that need to get finalized, and I really want to focus on videos too. I love the visual aspect, especially videos. So definitely want to work towards that.
How about any plans for a full-length project between you two? Is that, I mean, you guys kind of talked a little bit, but like,
Well, we have been going through it since I feel like Planet 9 took a lot out of us creatively. And you know how as an artist you kind of have to live life to then like create again because
Yeah.
you already like let it all go in this one project.
Right.
Like everything we had grown from or come to terms with, it was in that. It's in Planet 9. And then we had to live life. And now we're coming up on like we've been talking to CBSM again and like chirping each other and being like, hey, are you guys ready to get back in the studio? So we're definitely gonna work with them again.
Cool.
It's just a matter of time, like when.
I
Yeah.
definitely like to do another full length project like Planet 9. I think it would be really good for us, just like learning wise and expression wise. And I think it would be
Yeah.
I agree.
a good next move. But
Could you
for
s-
now, singles.
Yeah, for now singles and our solo stuff
Yeah.
and
in
DJ Sex Pop.
gigs. In gigs.
Could you see you guys kind of cooping up like that again in one space?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think it would be fun just to like for like a summer or something, rent a place out and just stay and work the whole time, like every day.
We've actually talked about it before. Just never really done it.
Gotta put it in motion.
Well, we're super excited for what you guys have for
Definitely.
us. I'm so like fascinated at like, we talked about more than just music. We talked about like visuals, photography,
Performance
everything.
art, everything.
Everything, which is insane.
Yeah.
But that
It's a
kind of
mixed
just
bill.
it's a mixed bill. Keep it spicy. Anyway, but I think that kind of just speaks to how you guys want or how you guys express yourself as like artists, as individuals, as you know, people who work on art together and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you guys for coming on. I think it was very informative for me at least. I don't know. I found it very interesting to kind of see how you guys came about like certain projects and where you guys kind of are gonna head with that afterwards. But yeah, thank you for coming on.
Thank you
Thank
guys.
you so much for having us.
Course.
This is fun.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Yeah.
And that concludes another episode of the Local Lowdown. Again, thank you guys so much for coming on and super excited for what you guys have for us in the future.
Hey, shout out Local Lowdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lowdown.
Thanks for tuning in to the Local Lowdown on 88.9 WCVF The Voice and 89.5 WDVLD Inferno. We'll be back next week with some more terrifying local music.
That's spicy.
I already did that one. I did that a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
Same time,
Same place. Goodbye.